Hi, this is Ike from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is Phoney Baloney, the Counterfeit Kid from 1985. So let's get started. On Monday, I was late to school. I ducked into my seat after the last bell. The teacher was tapping her foot. My dog jumped over the fence, I said. I had to chase him for 10 blocks. It wasn't true, but the teacher believed me. She didn't mark me tardy. Behind me, James said, "You are always telling lies. You're a big phony. Your dog is too small to jump a fence." "Prove it," I said. I forgot my lunch that morning, too. By lunchtime, I was really hungry. "My dog ate my lunch," I told the teacher in the lunchroom. "He likes bologna sandwiches." The teacher believed me. She gave me a slip for a hot lunch. Behind me, James said, "That's another lie. Your dog is just a puppy. He couldn't eat a sandwich. You're a phony baloney." "Prove it," I said. I carried my tray across the lunchroom. I am good at making up stories. I didn't care if James believed them. Once everyone else did. I sat down at a table with my friends. They was all talking about Mr. T. "I have got a Mr. T record," one kid said. He started humming and snapping his fingers. "I got Mr. T pictures and his autographs." Another boy said, I knew James had a bunch of Mr. T comic books. I felt another story coming. Records, autograph pictures, that's nothing. The kids all looked at me. They waited while I took a drink of milk. Then I said, "I know Mr. T. A person awe. I didn't know him, but it was just another story." "Really? You know Mr. T personally?" the kid said. But James glared at me. "You prove it," he said. Prove it, you phony baloney." I snugged. I knew Mr. T was miles away. He was busy working on his TV program. "What if I could?" I asked her. Suddenly, James jumped up. "Maybe you can," he said. "My dad works at the airport. Next Saturday, Mr. T is flying here to do a show. So, James said, "I'll get my dad to take us to the airport. Then you can prove you know Mr. T personally." The kid at the table laughed. Prove it," they chanted. James looked pleased. "Okay," I said. I couldn't get out of going, but I think of something. That Saturday morning, 4 of us rode to the airport with James' dad. All the way, I planned what I was to do. I would pretend that I did know Mr. T. He knew a lot of kids. Maybe Mr. T wouldn't remember not knowing me. At the airport, we drove through the back gate and right onto the airfield. Just in time, James' dad said, "Look over there." Near the hangars, a white and gold plane taxied to a stop. The door opened, and a figure as big as the door stepped out. "There's Mr. T," James shouted. He started pushing me towards the plane. I was trapped. Down the steps came Mr. T. His boot clicked on the metal steps. His gold chain flashed in the sunlight. He walked straight towards us. "Mr. T," James shouted. "Here's someone who knows you personally." My knees were wobbly, but I stepped forward and held out my hand. "Hi, Mr. T. Remember me?" I said. Mr. T took my hand. "I met hundreds of kids every week. I don't remember every one, Just as I hoped. My plan worked. I bluffed my way as usual. But I always remember, Mr. T went on, someone I know personally. James butted in. He's a phony, Mr. T. A phony baloney, the other kids chanted. Mr. T's face clouded, and he crouched beside me. That's true? You like to lie to everyone? His eyes were laser beamed, peering into mine. I couldn't answer. I looked at the jet taking off. Mr. T knew the truth. Now everyone knew. Mr. T grabbed my shoulder and turned to face him. Mr. T ain't no fool, and neither are these guys, he said. Only fools is yourself, little brother. Rest of us know liars are fools, and that ain't cool. I thought hard. Mr. T was right. My bluff hadn't worked. I thought of all the other lies I told. I turned to face James. My dog didn't eat my lunch, I admitted. Lunch? Mr. T shouted. I'm fitting to eat a lot of burgers and fries. You guys want to come along? James looked at his dad. When he nodded yes, we all cheered. Just then, a big car drove up, and Mr. T sprinted across the concrete. Follow me, he shouted. All four of us raced the car. We got in the back with Mr. T. James and I sat on special jump seats that folded up. Even James was happy about that. Now we all could say we knew Mr. T personally. So that was Phony Baloney, the counterfeit kid from 1985. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day with no video coming out real soon.